Shorthand English higher grade 120 words per minute. SBTET speed papers September 1973. Please get ready. Start. Until I actually came here, I was thinking that this is my first visit to this college. That is a mistake. I have been here once before also. That was a few years ago when I was Minister for Education. I remember that I was considerably impressed then by the efficient running of this college. I was happy to learn from the principal's remarks that this college has the longest standing among the training colleges in South India. That is a distinction of which you can certainly be very good. The principal has told us that the strength of this college at its inception was very much less and that this number has now increased. He has also told us that there was a judicious program of reduction. This program of reduction must have been undertaken on good grounds. It might have been brought about as a result of the institution of the new pre university courses. We have had vast changes in the education department as a result of the University Act and the reforms undertaken by government. Certain established practices in the educational field have changed. You in Kerala have kept up a steady progress in the field of education compared to other states in India. For example, when I was here for the first time, I had the opportunity of not only visiting the educational institutions of this place, but also of going into the interior of this state and seeing the working of some of the secondary and primary schools. I derived a lot of inspiration from my visit to those institutions. At the time I became the education minister, it was the first time that some kind of a responsible government was formed here, and the expectation of the people was that something tangible would be done by the ministry in the field of education. Under the previous regime, there were practically no schools in the rural areas. The education department, while placing their proposals before government, estimated that a small school in a village would cost very much. It was finding it difficult to start a few hundred schools to make primary education easily available in the rural areas. The figures estimated for the buildings were so prohibitive that I felt depressed in spite of all my enthusiasm. When I came here again and had occasion to examine things at close quarters, I found that there are high schools at a distance of every 3 miles and so many middle schools and primary schools that almost every boy or girl of school going age is attending a school. Though I had heard of Kerala's educational progress before seeing it at first hand created a great impression in my mind. Having seen these things and after returning to my place, I had to give a bit of my mind to my officers and take them to task for putting up such costly estimates for primary schools. I had a big fight in convincing them, and I did succeed in revising the previous rules. That is one of the defects of our procedure throughout the country, and I suppose that might perhaps also operate in this state. However, I would like you to keep in mind the fact that the Kerala state is spending a good portion of its budget on education alone. I would certainly sympathize with my government if you put before them a long list of your needs and requirements. While I would appreciate to some extent your demand for the putting up a stadium. I certainly would not like every college, however important, to ask for a swimming pool. I do not undertake the importance of these amenities, but we must also keep in the mind the financial implications of such demands. Frankly speaking, I do not think, considering our conditions at any rate, that such amenities are essential just at present. If you have the land, I would certainly appreciate the attempt on the part of the students of this college to construct a stadium for themselves. The police had no stadium here. They built it with their own manual labor. If the students of this training college, who are to be the teachers of tomorrow, are prepared to offer their manual labor, perhaps it may not be difficult for the principal to persuade government to help you to construct the stadium. But if you ask the government for a grant, I am afraid you are asking for the impossible. Today, I think there is a general change in our view on all matters concerning our national development, and education is one of the fields where there has been a lot of thinking, and many people have examined the educational policies of the state government and also the central government. Eminent educationists have offered a lot of criticism on various grounds, and a few of them have offered constructive suggestions too. But it so happens that unfortunately, during the period of transition, we are not able to reconcile the conflicting opinions. Messrs. Halda Typewriting Company, Netaji High Road, Calcutta. Dear sirs, in regard to your latest trade inquiry relating to the supply of Halda typewriters to our office, we wish to inform that our company follows a set of procedure of inviting quotations from reputed firms. We have gone through the literature enclosed to the letter. We are glad to find that if you have supplied 50 typewriting machines to our sister company in Bombay, and we are receiving excellent reports about their performance. However, as we have mentioned, the practice in our company is to invite quotations from competing firms and satisfy ourselves about the efficiency of their machines. We assure you that you will get a reasonable opportunity to demonstrate the efficiency of your latest typewriting machine with all its equipments. We would like to impress on your company that in the event of an order being placed, you must adhere strictly to the delivery time. The policy of the company is to prefer only those suppliers who undertake to abide by a strict delivery schedule. It would not be out of place to mention here that we had even cancelled some orders after placing a firm indent with a company as there was default in punctual delivery. The pamphlet sent by you mentions some special equipments for increasing speed and accuracy of the machine and also reducing fatigue and disgust. You have advised us to contact your zonal office at Hyderabad for a demonstration of these equipments. We will be glad if you could kindly advise your zonal office here to get in touch with us for a display. Kindly note that this is only a request for demonstration and does not in any way bind us to place the orders with you. Incidentally, we would like you to take note of the change of address of our head office. Our office has been shifted last month from Hyderabad to Station Road in Secunderabad. All future correspondence may please be addressed to the new address. We once again thank you for the trouble you have taken in explaining to us the availability of special type of typewriters. Yours faithfully.